what are your thoughts on the two officers who were implicated in the bank robbery at Republic Bank?
Well, it comes as disappointing news, very disappointing news. And though the forces' efforts have been to eradicate, in a sense, this rogue element from it, we still have persons who remain there.
That was Minister of Public Security Kemraj Ramchitan. He spoke to media operatives at the weekend while expressing that recent revelations has placed the force in an awkward situation, especially with efforts ongoing to rebuild public trust in the police. He said moving forward, there will be changes.
It's going to be a difficult thing, always going to be a difficult thing to know that your police force still have an element or two that are doing the very rotten things of associating with masterminds of bank robberies. But we have to work on it. It's always going to be a work in progress because the human mind, you know, just like the intellectual author, the fellow who went to China and all of that and managed to try at least to pull this thing off.
Minister Ramchitan further noted that with recent developments in the case, policymakers and law enforcement agents are now left with no other choice but to dig deeper into the character of persons who apply to become a police officer.
It comes as disappointing news, but it also makes me feel that we have to enhance efforts. It will begin at, I suppose, at the recruiting stage. It will begin at the community stage too, because it's from the community that we get policemen to come into the force. And value systems have to be changed. Parenting. It's a huge, complex social thing that will have to be done. It is not that, you know, because the police force is but a microcosm of your society.
Commissioner of Police Silal Prasad welcomed the suggestion by the minister about the importance of training and development. He spoke yet again about the force's ongoing issue of unprofessionalism.
You talked about training to resist temptation of these kinds. Some may argue that it could have been the pay grade of these officers made them go to this. What would you say to Gordon?
I am saying if poor people, because of the little that they get, resort to crime, we wouldn't have been surviving here. Because we live in a country that a lot of poor people. Check what percentage of them are criminals.
On Friday, members of the Criminal Investigations Department acting on intelligence arrested 2 junior ranks of the force in connection with the recent attempt to rob a city commercial bank. The police claimed that after being questioned, the 2 ranks confessed to being a part of the plot to rob the bank. Javon Vickery, HGP Nightly News.